Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another deconstruction. Today, we are going to be looking at the three different versions of Sugar Plum. If you think back, I think to 2 years ago now? Oh my gosh. I danced all three versions, the three famous versions of Sugar Plum. And so today I'm going to be deconstructing and analyzing three different ballerinas doing the three different versions. So we're going to be watching Lauren Cuthbertson of the Royal Ballet do the kind of standard Ivanov version. We're going to be watching Nina Kaptsova of the Bolshoi do the Grigorovich version. And then we are going to be watching the beautiful Megan Fairchild of New York City Ballet. Hi, Megan. Do the Balanchine version. So this might be a little bit longer of a video, but I know a lot of you are about to do Sugar Plum or are working on Sugar Plum, so I want to give you some points of reference for this. So let's watch Lauren first. Here we go. Now, okay, right away, her footwork is stunning. But the other thing she does, and actually all three of them do really well. One of my biggest pet peeves with Sugar Plum is that people play her too queenly, too much like Aurora. We're not going for Aurora. She's the Sugar Plum Fairy. Yes, she's the ruler of the kingdom. Yes, everybody's under her. But this is the land of sweets. It's Candyland. She's still a fairy, so you can't get too third act Sleeping Beauty. You have to go a little bit fairy, delicate sparkle. And actually, all three of them do it really well, but Lauren especially does. So, watch. Look at the footwork rolling down. Do you see the little bit of like sparkle? Look right here. Do you see the sparkle in her eye? It's not, there's a little bit, there's a hint of mischief in a way is a good word. Just like you'll see it. There's like little hints of gamine sparkle to her. The other thing I want you to pay attention to, I want you to watch in slow-mo, is her footwork. So watch her footwork in slow motion. It's stunning. Up, look how high she is on this shoe, and then watch her roll down. Look at this control. Look at this control. It's just like right away, she is speaking with her feet. Right away. See that? It's just like all she's doing is walking, and it's gorgeous. The other thing you're going to see from her, especially on this first step, is her placement that she uses really, really well. So she's a little bit of sparkle. Now this first step is iconic in this solo, and so many Sugar Plums lean too far forward too early. Watch Lauren. She's going to do her little pas de carreau. So she comes down. We pas de carreau. Now, she's going to do this beat. Her head is going to go forward, but she's going to stay back over her left hip. Watch. She goes down, but look, so you see how she's still on this side? She's going to beat. Look, we're still straight up and down. She releves. She beats, double batu. Then she leans forward. She doesn't go forward and a forward. She stays back and then emphasizes the end. Watch in real time. She stays over her hip and doesn't go forward till the step is done. She stays back, then she goes forward. Otherwise, she couldn't get up. It's very hard to get up from that forward position. She's going to use her head, but she's going to stay back over her left hip and then go forward at the end. Watch one more time. We stay back over this left hip. We do our little pas de carreau. She is still staying on that left side because she's going to releve again. She's over her left side, and then she goes forward. Then she hinges at the hip. Don't hinge at the hip till the step is done. The other thing I want you to watch is the fluidity in her port de bras. Watch this right hand. You can really see it in real time. Watch the right hand. Do you see that little like presentation? There's that like pretty feminine fairy, but we're not Aurora. Do you see what I mean? And then here too, she uses it. Beautiful, soft port de bras. Watch this side. Then she goes forward, port de bras. It's almost like she's still in classical positions, but there's this sparkle to her. These two, do you see her alignment? She's using her head, but she's straight up and down over this hip. She's not falling towards her working leg. Use the head, use the head, use the head. See, little sparkle in her eye? You see that? Yeah. Sparkle there too. Look at the fluid port de bras. Watch again. Slow motion. We go forward. We're over our hip. And then she breaks the line. Not until the end. Otherwise, it's impossible. Right? Watch the right hand. Do you see the right hand fluidity? Look at the fluidity in her port de bras. Into that little bit of mischief. See, her eyes are sparkling. Watch the other side. We stay back on the right hip. Now we go forward, left hand, fluid, yes. There too, look at her face. This is not an Aurora face. Aurora would be smiling possibly, but not that kind of, I have a secret look. Look, she has like, oh, I'm a little fairy. You have to marry the fairy to the royalty. That's what's so hard about Sugar Plum. It really is. And the steps are so freaking hard, no matter what version you do. Okay. Oh, the other thing on this step, sugars, if you're doing this step, if you're doing this version, don't swing wide on your second attitude. Watch Lauren. She's going to step, and this right leg's going to brush straight back to the corner. Straight back. Then she can find that nice attitude with the lifted inner thigh. If you rond de jambe it, it's too much. Straight back. She does a third one. Sparkle in the eye. I think that's a poster somewhere. Pretty sure. And then soutenu and tendu. Now, some sugars on the third attitude do double attitude turn. Doesn't matter. Find your front. Watch what she does on this soutenu. She's going to try and figure out her spacing. So her head is going to beeline to where she finishes. Watch. She soutenus, and right there, she's looking for her finishing point. She's not like, where am I? Right? You have to constantly be aware of where you are spatially. Even though it's a solo, you need to know where you are. Watch in real time. Watch her head on the soutenu. Second one. Third one. Head finds it. Do you see her find it? The other thing she's doing that you'll notice throughout this solo is she's marrying sharp and soft, which again is marrying the little bit of fairy with the I'm the ruler. So watch on this step. She does it really well on this step. Okay, pet peeve moment. Not on Lauren, on other sugars. This hitch kick is not a whack your face moment. She does 90. You don't need any more than 90. Watch. There. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this nice, beautiful turned out line under the tutu, right? We're under the tutu line. Second leg, look, we're still under the tutu line. The tutu's going up because she's jumping, but look at this other beautiful turned out leg. She's not way up here trying to whack her head. 90 at most. And then she's going to make something out of this plie. Plie. Look, it's part of the step. She's using her épaule. It's not hitch sous-sus. Little ton de flèche, hitch kick, sous-sus. She's making something out of the in-between plie. Otherwise, it looks clunky. So watch in real time. Watch in real time. There's our head on our soutenu. There. 90's fine. Look, she makes something out of the, see, look at this. Out of the plie. Up. Now here's her soft versus sharp. Watch for it. Soft, 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 sharp. See? There's the fairy element. It's not just this the whole time. She's doing this with, and then that, it's like it's giving it interest. Watch that step one more time. No more than 90. No more than 90. And then soft and soft and a little lip. She shows the position. She doesn't throw anything away. Second side, or second time. No more than 90. Make something out of the plie using our épaule. And then we're going to play with the sharper here in a different way. Do you see how she held a different moment the second time? She doesn't do the same step the same way twice. The second time she does soft, sharp. Soft, soft, sharp. It's not the last one. She does it on the second one this time. These are little details that it's really hard to see if you're on the untrained eye or in real time, quite frankly. So watch. So this time she goes soft, sharp, and then a little more sharp on that. I love that she's doing the same step 2 different ways. Watch that whole sequence one more time. Notice the 90, notice the plie, notice the playing with the soft and the sharp. 90, plie up, 90, plie up, playing with it. Now it changes a little bit here. See, she's giving it interest. Now, this is a classic Sugar Plum step. You'll see Megan do it in the Balanchine version. The key to this step, you guys, is the top arm. What happens is dancers go arabesque, passe. You need to go arabesque, lift the right arm up to the passe. Look how lifted this side of her back is. She's using this right arm. So let's watch in slow-mo, actually. So right arm, that top arm is going to lift her to passe. Then she gets this up and over feeling. Look how high we are on the shoe. Look how lifted we are. If she had sunk into her passe, it would have pulled her down. But you have to, on that shoe, go up and up, not up and down. So the only way you can do that is that top arm. Watch, top arm lifts. Third one, top arm lifts. Fourth one, 4 steps. Top. Do you see this whole? She's not this way. It's long and helping her. Now we do some passes. This is a rest step, even though it's not really a rest step. Even here, she's playing with the timing, playing with her eye line. Okay, and the gargliades. I think when I did this on YouTube 2 years ago, I opted out of the gargliades because I was like, no. So this gargliade in a perfect world, 1 foot goes on dehors, 1 foot goes on dedans. In a perfect world. Does it always happen? Not really. So, look, she's even playing here with her stop and start. And she's using her upper body to launch her into the air. She's not sinking. So her feet can do this en dehors and en dedans. See it, sort of? It's so hard to do. And she hits her 5th. And then she's going to use this back shoulder to get her around. This head also coming around is going to help her so she doesn't stay to the back. Soft port de bras to arabesque. Watch it. Upper body helps. 5th. Shoulders and head get around. Shoulders and head get around. Do you see how she's using that to get her around? Because you're tired at this point. Your legs need some help. And because it's classical ballet, we have to do this 3 times. Look, another sharp moment. Head around. Head around. Head around. Another beautiful moment of her soft port de bras coming up. Watch it. Watch her front arm. Now, even though we're in classical land, we're not in extreme Balanchine or even extreme Ivanov positions. We are in royal ballet here. There's still an energy and a length to this port de bras. It's not dead. There's still, like, you see, even though it's rounded, even though it's very placed, there's still an energy going through her. She's using her back. She's using this back arm. She's using the front arm. Watch the other side. There's still an energy. Do you see that? There's an energy to her that I love. It doesn't just have to be like so placed, but loses its energy. She is like fully using that port de bras. Watch one more time. Watch each front arm. Front arm reaches. Front arm reaches. Do you see? It's even in her épaulement. It's in her upper body. And then she's going to do her manège. Okay. Let's see which version she does. Soutenu. Okay, I love this because she uses her back leg to step out so much. Watch in real time. Watch how far she steps out. Let me go a little bit further. Now, this back leg is going to push her and launch her to the soutenu, and it launches her to the, do you see that's almost like, not a jump, but she lengthens to her soutenu. She doesn't pull it up underneath herself. You're gonna see all three of them do this. This is not a classical thing or a Balanchine thing or a Grigorovich thing. This is a universal manège ballet piqué turn thing. Go to your toe and past your toe, not pull it back under. See that back left leg is launching the right one out. See how far she's stepping? She's fully straight knee, stepping to that step. Two sotobas, that's hard. Still reaching past the toe. Now something we've talked about 100 million times, she's gonna find her left hip and rely on muscle memory to do this last double because quite frankly, at the end of this, you can't see. Watch. Find her left hip, place. She didn't move. When you've got lights, when you're going in like she did like 1.5 or 1.25 circles, you rely on muscle memory. So she does this last step up. There's her soutenu. She's gonna go into her chaîné, and then she's gonna rely on this hip. One more soutenu, sorry. This hip to pull her up into this turn. Look, 1, 2, we're still there, we're still there, we're still there, and she's coming down over this front leg. Grab it with those toes and don't move, right? Place. And if she had been back, that's when she would have stumbled, but she held on to it and was over that front leg, so she did not move a muscle on her fourth. Front leg, boom. See that? That's called muscle memory at the end of a really hard solo. So let's go back and watch. I want you to look for her soft and sharp, her little contrast. I want you to look for her hip placement, and I want you to look for her fluid yet really long port de bras and all those little other moments we talked about. So here we go. Rolling through the feet, playing with her feet, little soft and sharp. Eye line, back over the left. Then she goes forward, soft port de bras. She's gonna stay over the supporting side. Then forward, do you see it? Playing here, upper body is soft, legs are sharp. See that, her contrast, I love it. Same thing, back over the left, then forward. Back over the right, then forward. Little fairy moment. Yep. Same thing, directly to the back. Yep. Fairy moment. And then find your spacing right there. Playing with soft and sharp, no higher than 90. Make something out of the plie. See, she's using her eyes too. There's another one. Love it. Now top arm. Yep. Top arm lifts her up. Yes. Over the right side. Beautiful fists. Soft and lengthened port de bras even here. Do you see the length in her arms and her back? Upper body's going to help her out. And head comes around. Find those picture moments. Lengthen. See, she's even playing with her susu timing there, or her détourné timing. Third set. Shoulders and head around. Yep. Front arm on the arabesque. Reach through the chest and the back. Now right leg drives, left leg pushes. That front leg, you're gonna go to it, so your front leg drives. Front leg's the steering wheel, back leg's the gas pedal. Another way to look at it. Now she's gonna find her left hip. I mean, hello. I love the style. I love the whole look of this, the set, the costume, the wig, the glitter, the sparkles. I don't know. I just love it. I love it so much. Okay, Changing gears to Nina Kaptsova of the Bolshoi. Once again, I apologize if I get any Russian names incorrect. Correct me in the comments. I'm not offended. I'd rather say it right. So this version of Sugar Plum, in my opinion, is by far the hardest. It is so hard, so tricky. I would love to be able to attempt this, but it is so tricky and hit or miss that doing it on stage, in context, with lights, is rough, is a rough one. You're gonna see. Okay, so now the other thing about this is she is not Sugar Plum. She is, in the Bolshoi version, Clara goes to the land of sweets and does the grand pas with the nutcracker. So it could be, depending on how you interpret this, is Clara and the prince doing the grand pas, or Clara turning into the Sugar Plum. You'll see Nina does a little bit of the sparkle in her eyes too. But this is a slightly different feel because she's Clara doing it. But anyway, okay. Here we go. So, but look, even here, there's still that like sparkle. You also have to hear the music, and the Celeste starts this, and it's just like even the music itself sparkles. It's not the strings of the grand pas that sweep. It's like this little delicate fairy. That's what it is. That's how Tchaikovsky wrote it. So even here, she does the same thing on this intro. I love this intro. Look, look at her eyes. Look how she uses her face. She uses her face so well, and her head. That's something I've already gone through these first, obviously. But she uses her head and her épaulement in such a gorgeous way. Keep watching. Okay. See, little delicate. I'm a little fairy, even though I'm Clara. This step is interesting. It's hard to see in real time, but she's actually, and this is correct, she's stepping on a bent knee in like a hopping position and then gonna straighten up to an attitude. So it's like plie straight within the step. It's really interesting. Plie straight. See, even there, her head. She does one step and a soutenu, and the way she uses her head, I'm obsessed. Wait, I want you to see it in slow motion. So we do the attitudes, Now, we go, watch her head, matches her leg, there, and then up and over just a little, like look, she's looking over her toe, and then she puts the head back, she plays with her épaulement, there. See it? There, she's up and out to the balcony. Watch it in real time. You can almost see it better in real time. Watch her head. Head, up and out. Love that. Get this out of the way. There we go. Head again. She too is using her front leg to propel her this whole time, particularly on the first set. Let's go back to the first set. And I want you to see how she doesn't do the step underneath herself. She uses her long stride on this. Watch in slow-mo. It's easiest to see on the first one. So watch the front leg, how she keeps her long stride to the arabesque. Yep. Now this back leg is going to come through. Long stride to the pas de chat. Long stride. You see how she's almost straightening it to the step into the arabesque. See, straightens it before she steps on it. That's a big one for point work, you guys. Straighten it, then piqué. Anytime you have a piqué, anything. We don't want to go, unless you're doing the plie attitude. That's a different thing, right? Or a peg leg moment. But anytime you piqué, you have to straighten your knee first. Straighten it, then step on it. Let's keep going. A little plie. Use your head. Yes. Beautiful. Other side. Launches, front leg launches, long stride into the plie, using the head. Look how much space she's traveling, and this stage is massive. If you do a solo on this stage, you gotta travel, otherwise you look like a teeny little thing. She is using the full space. Also, I would like to point out these people who are standing on the side the whole time. Just keep an eye on them. We'll talk about them later. The whole paw, the whole... It's a lot. Look, even here, little delicate... Look at the head. Look at the head. See her too. Round port de bras, classical port de bras, but there's a length to it. She's reaching through her back. Length and reach through her back using her head. Okay, this step. This is the step that, in my opinion, is like, really, thanks. So she does Italian fouette, into fourth, pirouette the other way, triple fouette, into, roll down, hop in attitude, turning, emboîté, and then back the other way to do another set. Let's break this down. This is ridiculous. So she's gonna do her Italian fouettes to the left. So she goes right leg up. Come on, let's go faster. There we go. So right leg goes up. She is turning to the left. She brushes through to attitude. Her shoulders are coming around. She's finding front. Look, head is finding front, super important, because then she's gonna go to fourth and she's gonna double pirouette the other way to the right. Double pirouette, finding front. She's gonna plie fouette into a triple. 1, 2, 3. She's gonna roll down, and then she's gonna continue hopping on point and attitude. Now, like Lauren, notice she's gonna stay over this side until she's ready. She doesn't plie fouette attitude. She does plie, triple fouette, roll down on her back leg, stays towards the back, piqués, then shifts her weight to it. That's how you slow down your momentum. Watch. So she's staying back over here until she's ready. Then she's going to get on her right leg to be able to go around. If she had done plie fouette, it would have been over. It would have been totally over. Watch in real time. So we turn to the left, we go to fourth, double pirouette, fouette, stay back over the left hip, roll down, then she transfers. Do you see it? Watch one more time. To the left, roll down, double, triple, both times, roll down to attitude, into emboîté. And notice each time, like I showed you with Lauren on the Sushinu, she is finding front, so she knows where she is peripherally. She knows where her center of balance is. Because this step is so many turns, if she didn't find front, she'd be lost. Watch the second set and notice how many times she finds front. Watch. So we're looking front. We're going to find front again. We're going to find front. We're going to keep finding front. We're going to roll down. She's going to find front and then find front again. See, that's her center of, that's her reference point, basically. Then we do some more Italian fouettes into coupe. 3 of them. Same thing there. She stays over her supporting leg that she's on until she's ready. She does a développé and go into the turn. She développés, stays back, then shifts and does the pirouette. Watch. I'm telling you, your supporting hip alignment is everything in pirouettes. So we're on our left leg. Look how straight up and down we are. We're on our left leg. She rolls down. We're still back. We're still on this side until we're ready to shift. She's going to do an en dedans. Look at the length in the leg. Then she shifts. Look, we're still there. Now we're shifting into her en dedans, and then she's going to find her right hip. She doesn't just tombe and hope for the best, right? She didn't, deliberately pauses for a half a second before she turns. Watch in real time. Pause for a half a second. Do you see it? There's that half a second pause. Pause, half a second, then she goes. And then she can get her triple and land on point. I mean, hello. Delicate, look, soft but long. She's not cutting her port de bras short, long. Look at the length. Look at the length, the reach, the apommel. You can almost see the fireworks coming out of each limb and her head. And now she's gonna do her diagonal. Now, remember how I said, there are two things I want you to see here. Remember how I said we have to stay over our front leg with Lauren? She stays over the front leg. She did her manège. She found her left hip, and that's what she relied on. Nina does exactly the same thing. Watch. Watch the leg she is on in this pirouette. So she goes to fourth. More turns. This is why this solo is so hard. More turns. She's going to do pirouette. Watch her supporting leg. She stays there, she stays there, she stays there, she stays there, still on it, still on it, still on it. Do you see how much control she has to put this back leg down? She's not falling to her back leg. Look, she is over this side because that's how she knows she can control the turn. The minute you go back with your working leg back to your fourth, it's over. Watch in real time. That front leg. See it? Roll down, then roll down. She didn't come down with 2 feet at the same time. The front leg came down first, then the back leg. Little delicate moment. More footwork, beautiful. Look, head, apommel, port de bras, watch again. See it? Do you see the front leg comes down first? Feet-wise, I mean. Watch. This is how you land a pirouette on point. On flat, too, actually. So we're using our head, look, the soft port de bras, soft, delicate port de bras. Now, we go 1, 2, and the front leg comes down first so we can control the back leg. Then it looks like no problem. It's also how you save it if you're off. Front leg, then back leg. Now let's go back to the diagonal. Remember how I said watch the people in the back? This is a deliberate change. When you're standing here forever and ever, you're standing, the swans, Giselle, Bayadere, this leg starts to cramp and to die. So there's usually somewhere an intentional foot change. Watch. Watch the women on the side. There's a set point, we tendu, and we change legs. Something you might not have ever noticed before, but there is one in Giselle. I remember having one in Swan Lake where the women can change legs and it is choreographed in there. So at some point in the music, because they're all together, there is an intentional leg change for the corps. See? And it's not a big deal. It's not like a big moment, but it gives their legs a break because it's rough. Anyway, okay, so over the front leg, port de bras, using our apommel, long port de bras, beautiful, rolling through our feet. We've talked about that before. Look, hip placement, so we're able to control. Same thing over the front leg, 3 for 3. Rolling down here too. She's over the back hip. She's over the back hip. There we go. Delicate moment. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. There's like, again, that like playfulness to it. Look at this. There's like, do you know what I mean? This is not Sleeping Beauty Act 3. There's a little delicate, mischievous, tiny bit of mischief to it. It's not even intentional. It's matching the music. Do you know what I mean? Look, just like she's playing. I love it. Now, her tempo, this is always interesting to me. This whole first part of the solo is much, much slower than the other 2 versions. And then it speeds up like a madman. Right? It's like, wow. It's even the orchestra gets off. Listen, the orchestra gets off and she keeps going. We'll talk about her piqué turns in a second. But listen real quick. Do you hear somebody? It's like, I think it's the clarinet. I think the clarinet gets off. Somebody gets off, but she keeps going. Now, Like we talked about with Lauren, her back leg launches her. She steps so far out on her piqué turn, that back leg is launching her to the front one. Watch. Steps way out. She's got a long way to go. So she is booking it past that toe. She is stepping out to it. She's not pulling herself back. Opposite way around. Long piqué turn. You see that front leg each time that front leg points, straightens it before she steps on it. Back to the other thing. Straightens it before she steps on it into Tawny front, which is also a very hard ending, by the way. So let's go back and watch her whole solo with everything we talked about. I believe they're also on a raked stage. I believe, meaning the stage is slanty. So, delicate, using the épaulement, soft port de bras. Using the front leg to launch us forward. Watch the épaulement, the head. Yep. Using her back. Arms are soft, but there's energy in them. Shoulders around, find front. Stays over the left hip. Shoulders coming front, head coming front. Find that reference point. Stays back till she's ready. And then same thing here. She has one solid line on the left side, and she's going to stay there until she's ready for this Amidan. She stays there, then she turns. And then she knows she's on her leg. Doesn't just hope. Upper body. Use it full port de bras. Energy through the fingertips. Stays over the front leg on the pirouette. Core women change legs. Épaulement. Using her hip alignment. Over the front leg. Front foot, back foot. Playing with soft and sharp also. And then gleam in her eye. She's playing. Yep. And then back foot launches. Music doesn't throw her. Okay, so same idea, playing with the soft and the sharp, and a crazy hard solo. Just crazy hard, crazy hard. Okay, finally, Megan, let's watch her. So, the nice thing about the Balanchine version, which, by the way, is life-changing, having done the Balanchine format and the regular classical format, which is the pas de deux into both solos and into the coda. The Balanchine format is that the solo is at the top of Act 1 before Clara and the Prince or Marie and the Prince have even come in. None of the diverts have come in. It's literally like curtain opens, angels, solo. Life-changing. Life-changing. And you're in a different costume. So you get two costumes. So you're in a long pink skirt. It's really nice. So let's watch Megan, who, by the way, is a mom of 3. Who I just watched her do Rubies a couple weeks ago in New York. Looks unbelievable. Literally has like a 4-year-old daughter and like twin 2-year-olds. Like, she's unbelievable. Megan is unbelievable. Okay, here we go. So again, Megan plays with this idea of fairy, the soft and the start. I also think with the costume change and where the solo is, you actually have a better chance to play with kind of like the fairy part in the pink, and then the more grand romance parada in the green, when you change to your green tutu at the end of the act. So it's even more contrasted, I think, in Balanchines because of the costume change and because of where it is. So she plays with this idea of the fairy, but still catering to the angels. Okay. So a little delicate footwork. This recording is not as good, it's not as clear, but full épaulement. Megan also up and out with the épaulement, looking at the angels. Also takes her time. Takes her time on this opening step. You have to stay over your supporting hip. So we plie, she's over this side. Then she pushes with that foot to get over to her right side. Then she's going to stay over her left hip till she's ready to then push herself to the right to turn. She doesn't come down in the middle. She stays and then launches. Stays, plies, launch. Look, up and out to the balcony. We were always taught play to the balcony. There's her soft. So there's this soft moment, and then the feet go fast. 2, 3, and soft. So sharp, 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 padasha, soft, and sharp. Again, juxtaposition, playing with the idea. See? You see the moment? She finds the moments. We also see every position. Megan never throws anything away. Soft. Even there, 1 and 2 and soft. It wasn't 1 and 2 and 3. Like it was 1 and 2 and soft. Watch. Little details. Sharp, sharp, soft. See it? Same thing. She stays over this side. This is kind of a hard angle to see. Until she's ready, and then she's going to piqué to Susu. Soft moments. Look up and out. Look, even in here you can tell there's like, in the still picture, there's a softness, but there's energy that's not, right? It keeps going. It sparkles. She sparkles. There too. Now you'll also notice this tempo's a whole lot faster. Welcome to the City Ballet way. So it's again, it's a different feel. It's a little bit different feel. Now, like Lauren, this is the same step. This top arm, arabesque, passe. It's exactly the same step, just in a different, kind of in a different context. So she's using this top arm, watch. Top arm lifts. Top arm lifts. See? Straight up and down. To the angels. Did you see her look at the angels? She's not looking at the audience at this point. She is looking at these precious little 8-year-olds, or however, I think they're 8, sitting on the side. You see, it's bad quality recording, but she is literally looking at this angel. It's really important that you look at the, they're your people in the land of sweets. Okay. Bum, bum. 1. Top arm. See it? Top arm lifts. See, look at that. She is right over that foot. And then she can balance. She can come right down to her susu without coming down because she is so lifted, that foot just fits. If she had sunken, she would have collapsed into the susu, but she doesn't. Watch. Lift and lift to susu. Total control. Angel, 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 angel. Maybe not on that one, but she's still looking at the angels. Top arm lifts. Top arm lifts. I'm telling you, dancers, if anybody has to do that step at Sugar Plum this year, your top arm is everything. It'll save you. Okay. Oh, do you see even there? She's coming down to détourner, and she looks at it. Look, she's looking at the angels. There. Right there. I wish this recording was better. Angel. Yep. She's looking at the angels. Aren't I pretty? She's also right here looking for her spacing because you don't want to run over an angel. That's not good either. Don't run over an angel. So she's using them to, they should be Splitting center with these, yep, they should be. And so she's going to use them to put her on center while still using her head, so she's not like this looking for center. Use the angels for your spacing. There we go. Yep. Look, and they're even smiling. Look. Oh, she smiled at me. Like, you can tell when she looks at one of them because suddenly it's like, so cute. Watch. She's looking at them. She's looking at them. She's like, yay, she smiled at me. Yep. Okay, this step coming forward used to have an alternate version, which I actually still do, with an on-to-on pirouette. I think they have now taken the option out. You have to do a double pirouette from fifth. I've seen some people do double pirouette from fourth. I do the double on-to-on. For me, it's easier, but I don't even know if that's an option anymore. But Megan's going to probably, knowing this was on a broadcast, do the double pirouette from fifth. Passe, passe to fourth. There is a secret to this step. I'll point it out. Yeah, she's going to do double pirouette from fifth. And lifts up to fourth. Okay, so watch her left leg. Her left leg's going to pull under her to help her. So we're going to watch in slow motion. She goes, step, releve, close fifth, step to fourth. Nice wide fourth, finding front. But do you see this back leg? She's wide. Now she pulls it in under her to help forward. Watch again. Step to fourth. She's not going to come down where she is. She's going to pull her left leg towards her, right there. And then she's going to come around. She's still finding front. The shoulders always have to find front on this. Look, she's finding front, the left shoulder's around. And double pirouette. Watch in real time. Find front, left leg pulls in. Find front, left leg pulls in. Find front, shoulders forward. She doesn't fifth this way. She fifths with that left side coming around. Very few of us hit a perfect fifth. I don't think anybody does. Watch the left side there. Do you see how she's almost overturning it, which is helpful. But she is finding front. These shoulders are coming with her. They're not behind her. Okay. She does. Watch her right inner thigh. The inner thigh lifts to get that up and over feeling in the pirouette. That's how you do that. Her working inner thigh. Do you see that? Da, da, da. Now I'm going to slow-mo this so you can see. The working inner thigh, it's going to be her right leg. She's going to pull to passe. Now instead of just sitting in her passe, she's going to keep lifting here. Lifting, lifting. Do you see how it's going up? It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. Then it comes down. It's almost like this. If you lift the working inner thigh, you get the up and over. Little fairy steps. This is your rest step. Up. Fairy jump. Literally what it's called. That's what we called it. Now, unlike in the Bolshoi and classical royal versions, there is no manège. There's a step and a last diagonal, but there's no circle. So she's still going to, as she's doing this step backwards, you'll see she kind of veers to her left. That's intentional to give her as much space as possible on the diagonal. Watch. So she starts center, and she's going to slightly start to veer this way. Look, she's trying to pull to her left to give herself the best shot. See, now look how much she traveled. We started center. Now we ended here. Now this step, she's going to try and go even more. She's making a beeline for this angel who's going to set her up for the diagonal. She's pulling this. This is your, again, this girl right here. Look at her little smile. And look, she's looking at her. This angel is your reference point for your diagonal. There, she's right at her. Now she knows she's given herself, look, she's smiling. She's given herself the best shot for this last diagonal. Watch one more time. Up and back. So slightly starting to find this girl right here. She's starting to find her. She's starting to find her. She's going to pull towards her. See, she's even veering back a little bit. That's intentional to line herself up for the last diagonal. These are on-to-don coupes from the back. from fifth, coupe on done. Fifth, coupe on done. It's really awkward, especially when you're tired. So watch in slow-mo. It's like, really? Thanks, Balanchine. So we go up. It's hard not to turn them in, actually, is what it is. So she goes Susu. We found our angel. We're going around fifth. And even on these, you're going to slightly hop the fifths out, because now you've given yourself your best chance for diagonal, but now you got to make it all the way down to the front. So she goes fifth, and look, she hops to it. It's not a releve. It's legit. Look where she starts and look where she ends. Hop. Do you see how far she hops those? Yeah. Fifth, same thing. We're here. We hop them forward. Fifth, that one's a big C-zone. They're almost like little C-zones. Bring it in. Hopping and hopping and out and in. And hopping and hopping and out and in. Now here too, her back leg launches her, front leg drives, piqué turns, doesn't matter what style we're doing. Same across the board. Piqué turn, launches. And then she's looking for, she did space it perfectly. You're looking for quarter at this time. You don't want to be too far over here, otherwise you run over this girl. This girl's always at the risk of being hit. But Megan actually pulled herself back a little bit at the end. Just a little bit. Look, this is really interesting. She's going diagonal, right? We're going diagonal, we're going diagonal, we're going diagonal. On her piqué turns, she starts to notice she's going to get a little too close to the angel. So instead of going in a perfect diagonal, which would be about this way, she steps slightly forward to line herself up. Watch. Slightly forward. And then slightly forward again. Look, she didn't get fully side. That's intentional. Knowing her, it's intentional. And then slightly forward. Yep. Instead of directly side to then chaîné, line yourself up, hit the quarter mark, which you guys can't see, but there is a quarter mark there. And plant it and don't move. Plant and grip, right? Okay, are you sick of this music yet? Let's watch Megan one last time. Here we go. Okay, so again, watching the contrast, the angels, the spacing awareness, the length, port de bras, all of it. Using the whole stage, finding those moments to pause. Yep. And then up to the balcony. Yep. Soft moment, sharp. Soft, sharp, sharp, soft. To the angels. Top arm. Mm-hmm. Yep, to the angels. Using her head, top arm. Top arm. Mm-hmm. Angels. Finding the back two angels to use as spacing. Now, left leg helps. Finding front with her shoulders. Front with the shoulders. Lift the inner thigh. Fifth. Yes. Finding front. Shoulders around. Yep. Look, and then she has time. Shoulders around. Lift the inner thigh. Gorgeous. Coupe, coupe, coupe. Beautiful. Megan just can do anything. It's just, she's like, this is easy. It's fine. Fairy jump. Fairy jump. Oh, there was an angel moment there too. Now, intentionally moving towards upstage left. Not a perfect line backwards. Yep. Finding that angel. Yep. Using her head. And now front foot, top arm helps here too. Good. And then, step forward. Do you see the step forward? It's so interesting. Good choice, Megan. Nice spacing. Yep. Having those angels there is sometimes disconcerting. because you don't want to run them over. So anyway, there are the 3 sugar plums. Which version is your favorite? Let me know. I want to know, like, what do you see as sugar plum? Do you see the classical version? Do you see the Balanchine version? Do you see the Russian version? Let me know. We're going to probably do some more Nutcracker deconstruction since it's that time of year. So let me know what Nutcracker you guys want. And love y'all very much. If you missed the Taylor Swift class, it's right there. You can click it to watch. I'll see you guys very, very soon.